undercasting and overcasting. These two terminologies have screwed up your mind. Like there's an undercasting on the receipt side of the cash book, or else on the payment side of the cash book, or withdrawal side, deposit side of the passbook, and you are like, what effects to give? And you are like, let's leave this, I'll ask my bajuwala or bajuwali. But your bajuwala and bajuwali is dependent on you, then what you will do? So better have trust on yourself, practice it, and I am here to solve this confusion. Hello everyone, welcome to Akira's Academy of Accounting and Finance, and today I'm going to discuss about you what is undercasting and overcasting and how to give effects of the same. Let's take undercasting. Okay, I know you have gone this terminology and you know the meaning. Undercasting, it is an error wherein you have recorded something less amount than the actual amount. Okay, it has been recorded at a lesser amount, right? Now the undercasting could be in cash book or else in passbook, right? Cash book, it could be receipts or else payments, whereas in passbook it could be withdrawal or deposit, right? Fine, this is what you will be given in your paper, that there is an undercasting on the receipt side of the cash book or else on the payment side of the cash book, or else it will be given undercasting on the withdrawal side of the passbook or else on the deposit sides of the passbook. Now when I say undercasting on the receipt side of the cash book, now when I say receipt side, that means I have, when I was calculating, there was an error that was being committed wherein I have calculated lesser amount on the receipt side. Let's say receipt side is debit side, okay, and payment is credit side. Receipt side, the total was 10,000. On credit side, let's say it was 6,000. So I am having a debit balance of 4,000. This should be the answer, right? Debit balance 4,000. But instead of 10,000, I have undercasted an amount wherein I have considered on the receipt side 9,000. My payment side is 6,000. Same, I have calculated the payment side, that is the credit side, same, whereas on the receipt side I have calculated a less amount. Because of that, my debit balance is showing 3,000. Okay, what it should show? 4,000, whereas it is showing 3,000. That means 1,000 I have to add it. Okay, 1,000 I have to add it when cash book balance has been given, because my cash book balance is showing a lesser amount than the actual amount. Similarly, let's say the payment side, right? Payment side is credit side, debit side is same, 10,000, and credit side is 6,000. So my debit balance should be 4,000. Okay, this should be my debit balance. But instead of 6,000, I have undercasted an amount, that is I have calculated 5,000. Debit side it is same, 10,000, right? Right now what my debit balance is showing? 5,000. What it should actually be 4,000, but it is showing 5,000. That means I have to reduce this 1,000 from my cash book balance, okay, to get the actual amount, right? Let's take the passbook. Passbook, withdrawal and deposit. Withdrawal, okay, now withdrawal is the debit side and deposits are credit side. Okay, I am here taking the favorable balance. You can also be given an unfavorable balance, right? Credit side, it is showing, let's say 8,000. My deposits are 8,000. My withdrawals are 4,000. So my passbook balance should show a credit balance of 4,000. What it should be? 4,000. But I have undercasted the withdrawal amount of the passbook. The bank has undercasted. Instead of 4,000, it is showing 3,000. deposit sides are same, 8,000, but my withdrawal side is showing an undercasted amount of 3,000. So that is why my passbook balance is showing a credit balance of 5,000. So this 1,000, the bank passbook balance is showing a greater amount as compared to the actual amount. What I need to do? I need to deduct this from 5,000 to show the actual amount. Similarly, on the deposit side, deposit side, it should be 8,000 and my withdrawals are 4,000. So it should show a 4,000 of credit balance. But instead of 8,000, I have calculated 7,000. The bank has calculated 7,000. The withdrawals are same. So now it is showing 3,000. There is an undercasting on the deposit side. Undercasting on the deposit side of the passbook, wherein it should actually show 3,000, but it is showing, it should actually show 4,000, but it is showing 3,000, right? So it is an undercasted amount wherein I have to add this 1,000, right? So this is how, like, you just need to understand what is being written. Undercasting is written, cashbook is written, receipt is written, or payment is written. Similarly, if passbook has been given, what is being written, withdrawal side or on the deposit side, and you have to remember what you have been given. The cashbook balance has been given and you have to reconcile it with the passbook or passbook balance. The effect of all these will change if instead of cashbook balance, passbook balance has been given and you have been said that the cashbook balance has been undercasted on the receipt side by rupees 1,000. So instead of adding that amount, you have to deduct it because you have to reconcile it with the cashbook, right? Similarly, let's take now overcast. Now let's take overcasting. What do you mean by overcasting? That the actual amount, instead of the actual amount which should actually it should show, it is showing a greater amount. Okay, earlier undercasting, under means lesser amount, whereas overcasting means a higher amount or a greater amount. Okay, now let's take overcasting. Now overcasting in cashbook or else in passbook, right? In cashbook, it could be on the receipt side or else on the payment side. In passbook, overcasting could be on the withdrawal side or else on the deposit side. Okay, the effects will reverse as what I told you about undercasting. Here the effects will change, it will just get reversed. Now overcasting on the receipt side, right? Now overcasting on the receipt side, that means my debit side is showing a higher amount as compared to the credit side. Let's say it should be 10,000 and credit side should be 6,000. So my debit balance should be 4,000. Okay, this should be my debit balance actual amount, but I have calculated, I have committed an error while calculating and I have overcasted my receipt side of the cash book. Instead of 10,000, I have calculated 11,000. Credit side, it is same. So now my debit balance is showing a amount of 5,000. This is the debit balance of the cash book which is showing 5,000, wherein it should actually show 4,000. So I need to deduct it from my cash book balance 1,000. Okay, if cash book balance is being given and you have to reconcile it with the passbook, remember cash book balance is being given and the cash book balance is showing an overcasting amount on the receipt side by rupees 1,000. I need to deduct it because I have to reconcile it with the passbook, wherein if at all passbook balance has been given and my cash book balance on the receipt side is overcasted by 1,000, so instead of deducting it, I will add it. You need to understand this thing, what has been given. Cash book balance has been given or passbook balance has been given, and in the statement what is being given, undercasting on the receipt side of the cash book or else on the passbook, right? Now let's say on the payment side I have calculated mode, the debit side and credit side. Payment is credit side. Okay, my debit side is 10,000, my credit side is 6,000. Same thing, it should actually show 4,000 of debit balance, but instead of 6,000 I have overcasted an amount and I have shown 7,000. I have calculated 7,000 on the credit side. Okay, this is the error which has been committed by me. Now my debit balance is showing 3,000. Okay, my debit balance is showing 3,000. What it should actually show 4,000, but it is showing right now 3,000. So to my cash book balance, I will add 1,000. Okay, cash book balance I have to add 1,000 because I have committed an error in my cash book balance and I need to reconcile it with the passbook. Same way, passbook, there's withdrawal, there is deposit, withdrawal, debit, credit. On the debit side my withdrawals are 5,000 and my deposits are, let's say, 12,000. Okay, so my credit balance, the bank must show, my passbook balance must show a credit balance of 7,000. This should be the actual credit balance in my passbook. But on the withdrawal side, the bank has overcasted an amount and instead of 5,000 they have by mistake considered 6,000. The deposits are 12,000 only. Okay, so now my credit balance is showing 6,000. How much it should actually show? 7,000, but it is showing a 6,000. So in my passbook balance I have to add 1,000. Okay, in my passbook balance I have to add 1,000 to reconcile it with the cash book. Similarly on the deposit side, okay, deposit, debit, credit, 5,000. I'm taking the same amount, 5,000 and 12,000. So it should show a credit balance of 7,000. But I have the bank has overcasted an amount. Instead of 12,000 they have considered deposits as 13,000. The withdrawals are same, 8,000. So now my credit balance is showing 8,000. Okay, sorry, it's 5,000 and my credit balance is showing 8,000. Okay, so what it should actually show, my passbook balance 7,000, but it is because of overcasting on the deposit side 1,000, it's showing in 1,000 increased amount. Okay, so what I need to do it, I need to deduct it to reconcile it with the cash book. Passbook balance has been given and there is an error in the passbook on the withdrawal or also on the deposit side. I need to reconcile it with the cash book, so I have to rectify that error. I hope you got both these terminologies, undercasting and overcasting. The more you practice it, more you will be able to understand that how to solve it. Okay, thank you very much.